go to the Survivors' Enclave. It's not safe for you here.
Nonsense. You'll protect me. And after experiencing what those things do to people, let's just say, I need to see you destroy the final crucible with my own eyes. I see you have much guilt over Leah's fate.
How do you know that name?
I see the past as well as the future. You must not let it consume you.
Sadness? This bodes well.
That would not be wise.
You shouldn't be so dour. You have much to be joyful about.
You mock me.
I have learned that in terrible situations it is better to laugh than to cry. Perhaps when you have lost as much as I, you will understand.
Do you see an end to all this death?
I must say, it is wonderful to finally meet, though you are skinnier than my visions led me to expect. You just don't take care of yourself. It's always about saving the world first, isn't it?
Creature to die. You won't survive that. wrath.
You are such the artist when it comes to dispatching Death's minions. Don't mind me. I'll just be waiting over here.
I can't do that. What was that?
That would be Urzael.
Urzael.
Urzael is the angel who commands Malthael's forces in this city. I think you made him angry.
Very well. We should go back to the Enclave and see if Tyrael has made any progress with the sliver. I need to go back.
Those who perished without embracing...
I have heard that the Grand Maester himself is in Westmarch. It is imperative that I find and speak to him. I will tell him of the sins his order is committing.
If he's the leader of the Order, he probably knows.
No, you are wrong. My first memories of being a Templar are of him comforting me, welcoming me to the Brotherhood. I looked into his eyes. He is a good man, I tell you.
If you do not
Could it be that the Prophet abandoned us? Why else would his magic fail to protect us while we slept?
It didn't fail for you.
But my sisters died. Why them and not me?
There's no meaning in tragedy, Irena. Some live, some die. It's a matter of chance.
I cannot believe that. There was a reason, and I will find it. When I left my sister Lysa, I took her magic focus as a reminder. I scryed it today to see if it held any clues, and I found strong traces of the demonic magic that killed her. It reminded me of the Viserys magic from before we served the Prophet.
Those mages have been dead for centuries now. No one remembers them.
When I cast the magic upon her focus, I heard her voice again, and this time, I understood. She said one word. Irena.
There's no easy way to say this, but I have to leave, and I won't be returning.
You really think I'll let you get away with that?
I'm serious. My brother's imprisoned in Kingsport with no way to defend himself, and I must free him.
You won't be able to get there if Westmarch is overrun. We have to save this city first.
All right, I'll stay for as long as I can, but only because I know how much you need me. It's time for me to go. My brother will die in the Kingsport dungeons if I don't act now.
A Kingsport prisoner, you say? Those poor devils were all transported to our cells in Westmarch last week. But we haven't heard from the garrison since the attack started.
Edlin, I have to find him. Will you help me, my friend?
You are a quiet sort, Serena. Sneak back home and fetch some of our savings.
But the streets are crawling with those horrid creatures.
That's precisely why you must go, dearest. Nobody notices you.
Is this truly the work of angels? I don't understand. How could they?
The angels pledged not to interfere with humanity. This one broke his word, and he will regret it.
Good.
My mother warned me about the poor. They want my wealth, but they don't want to work for it. Now they've created an army of death creatures. Well, when I'm king, I'll just show them. We're not going to die, are we? Tell me we're not going to die. I don't want to lose my soul!
I heard Tyrael is an angel.
Oh, I can't believe it. My best hammer's gone missing. It couldn't have walked off on its own now, could it, lad?
One of the men needed a hammer. He promised to return it.
Fool boy! I'll never see it again!
I'm sorry, Hadrig.
Get out of my sight!
I don't feel like talking right now.
I was telling you about Lyria, wasn't I? She was so beautiful that Durgis was determined to make her his own. Oh, yes, he pursued her relentlessly, showering her with gifts and attention until she succumbed and agreed to become his wife. But Durgis' jealousy was so great, he hid Lyria high in the heavens, far away from the reach of men and gods.
Only a fool would let his desires run that deep.
Yes, that was Durgis. Desire was his very nature. Zai was the greatest thief, and he wanted Lyria. He waited patiently for a night when Lyria's path hid her behind the silver moon. For when the sun set, Durgis had to leave Lyria's side, you see, for desire rules the night. He could only watch from below, as she drifted across the ocean of stars. Then Zai climbed, silent as a whisper, into Lyria's palace in the heavens.
Had he fallen in love with her?
No, but stealing from Durgis would make Zai a legend.
And now I hear those Reapers are taking people's souls? This is madness! And now I hear those Reapers are taking...
Why fight so hard? Thousands are dead. What do another dozen matter?
If you hadn't come along when you did, I don't know what might have happened.
It was the least I could do. Anyone would have done the same.
But you didn't have to help. You could have run right by.
After Corellan's death, the crown passed to Justinian I, through a somewhat convoluted interpretation of Zakharum's scripture. Thus began the Justinian dynasty. Seen as usurpers by many, the Justinians suffered nearly constant challenges to their rule. Finally, during the reign of Justinian III, a full-fledged insurrection broke out in the outlying region of Carthage.
Can I ask you about Deckard Cain?
He was a great ally, a guide. He never wavered. Had he lived, things might be very different.
Could one man make such a difference?
Now is not the time to speak of this. We have a city to save.
I am sorry. Tyrael told me of your actions. You killed Diablo himself.
I battled the darkness in all of its forms. That particular one was difficult.
I don't know that the world will ever understand what it took to face such pure evil.
Nor should they. That is the work of demon hunters, my friend.
My father was the commander of the Knights of Westmarch. He assumed I would become a soldier, just like him.
But your heart was not in it.
I grew up on stories of the fearless Horadrim, Tal Rasha, Jared Kane. That was what I wanted to be. My father thought it was all myth. Wasn't he surprised when I actually became one of them?
Death comes to all. I'm surprised that the swords of Westmarch were able to last this long.
You are from here, aren't you?
I was.
You have returned to us in our darkest hour. Many good soldiers have sacrificed themselves.
And yet you still live.
I know you will be a great help to us, Hunter.
Why haven't you received reinforcements from Bramwell and Kingsport? They are loyal to the Crown.
Have you not heard? Cities everywhere are under attack. No place is safe.
Yes, Malvale strikes all across Sanctuary.
I did not know. That is disturbing.
Browsing's free. For now.
Today is the day I find out how deep the Order's corruption runs.
It's settled then. Go and confront your brothers in arms.
I will do it, even if it means going against my entire Order. I could use a good friend by my side. This is one of our strongholds. I will have my answers soon.
I just hope you're ready for them.
Cormac! Everyone says you helped slay Azmodan and Belial. They're calling you the greatest of all the Templar. It's good to see you as well, brother. But I come with troubling news about the Order. I must speak with the Grand Maester. You're in luck. He's here. Standing orders are to send you to him upon your return. Take this, the Grand Maester's new proclamation.
You've done us all proud.
This proclamation from the Maester, it's damning. He admits his own guilt. How could I have not seen this?
The day of reckoning is at hand. We will rise from the ashes of Westmarch and lead mankind into the light. We shall have recruits by the thousands. Every citizen will be another Templar added to the cause. Once cleansed by the Inquisitors, they will become an unstoppable force.
We know you had nothing to do with John Dar's corruption, Cormac. You're a hero. Our time has finally come, and we owe it all to you.
Bring me that whip. It is time to purify this initiate.
Stop! How can you do this to your fellow Templar?
We bless them with the truth, as we did for you, Cormac. But if the greatest of all Templar wishes them freed, it shall be so. We've been ordered to take you to the Grand Maester as soon as possible. Follow me.
Cormac, The shining example of a true Templar. We have much to talk about.
Yes, we do, Grand Maester. You have betrayed us all, starting with the torment of our initiation.
It was brutal but necessary. I did the hard things no one else would, for the ascension of humanity. I carry the weight of my actions with me always. Are you ready to make a similar sacrifice, Cormac? Will you stand with me and become Meister in due time? I need you.
But... No! Your power has driven you to madness if you think I would help you rule over mankind!
This saddens me greatly, my son. I am sorry. Kill him.
That is impossible.
Man is a flawed being. Time and again we have seen good men given to temptation. Though it is painful, I have found only one answer. We must cleanse the minds of our recruits, so they will never fall prey to the corruption of the demons, or the blind self-righteousness of the angels.
Dedicated my life to a lie. Everything I thought I knew, it was all in the service of a madman. I swear that every Templar I meet will be freed from the lies of the Order. And if they refuse, I will be forced to convince them. The Grand Maester, behind the Order's corruption. Deep down, I think I always knew. Perhaps that's why I never felt worthy of the Order, as if I was not a true Templar.
That's how they kept you from asking questions, I'd expect. A vile tactic. But now you are free to leave the Order behind. What shall you do?
I believe in you and your quest. This world must be saved, regardless of the corruption of the Templar.
It's time for me to go. My brother will die in the Kingsport dungeons if I don't act now.
A Kingsport prisoner, you say? Those poor devils were all transported to our cells in Westmarch last week. But we haven't heard from the garrison since the attack started.
Edlin, I have to find him. Will you help me, my friend? Right then, this is where they're holding Edlin. Let me do the talking.
Looking for your brother, Lyndon?
Wait, this isn't right.
Damn it all! The Thieves Guild always finds who it's looking for.
The Thieves Guild infiltrated the entire dungeon?
No one betrays the Thieves Guild and lives to tell of it! You died for what you did to Nigel!
Edmund! He's...
I'm sorry, my friend.
I never should have joined the guild. He told me, but I wouldn't listen.
The fault is not yours. Your brother was killed before we came to Westmarch.
That dagger looks very familiar.
Take it, and let's go. We cannot stay here.
Please don't blame yourself for this. Nothing good will come of it.
What do you want me to say? That I wish he'd never known me? That I wish he'd had a brother who didn't fail him?
That you carry the weight of grief.
Grief? You left your grief behind when you became a noble hero. You don't understand the rest of us anymore.
Can you remember anything else now?
Yes, faintly. My sisters and I were once mere servants in the house of a great Vigerai lord.
Did he instruct you in magic then?
No. I began reading his spell books out of curiosity and teaching magic to my sisters. Tricks, really. It was amusing for a time. It is good to see you again, though it seems like we are only brought together in the worst of circumstances. But I suppose if times were better, we would never have met.
Look, the sliver is changing.
Malthael is altering the Black Soulstone, isn't he?
Exactly. He's been gathering strength from the souls of Westmarch in order to alter the stone. Yet his purpose still eludes me.
He's killing everyone. What more do you need to know?
I need to know what he's going to do next. That's the only way to stop him.
Urzael has done this to finish collecting the souls of Westmarch.
He will die. Where is he?
All I know is that he is in a tower somewhere in the Westmarch Heights, and that he will be quite rude to you. Before you set out to kill him, you should stop by my cart. I can enchant some items for you.
I wish Tyrael had destroyed the Black Soulstone instead of hiding it.
The Black Soulstone was made by a man, unlike previous Soulstones. We had no idea what would happen if we destroyed it. It seemed a better idea to hide it away forever. We had no way of knowing that Malthael was watching us the entire time. How could we?
You couldn't. What will we do when we get it back?
I don't know. But it's better for us to have the stone than Malthael. If we make it that far, we'll worry about what to do next.
Do you know anything about Urzael?
He is Malthael's lieutenant, much the same way that Iswal was mine. He does his master's bidding without question.
It's a relief that Malthael spared you in the tomb of Rakis, but I wonder why.
I may be mortal, but I am not Nephilim. I have no demon blood in me, and therefore Malthael does not see me as his enemy.
And I am? I have dedicated my life to killing demons.
That is of no consequence. You are half demon to him and therefore on the wrong side of the eternal conflict.
Some angels are no better than demons. You look unwell.
I have felt pain before, but nothing like this. It is different being mortal. The pain wears on you.
There are two kinds of pain I found. One that heals, and one that does not. Why did Malthael take the Black Soul Stone?
I have been thinking on that since our encounter. But every scenario I envision simply doesn't make sense, regardless of what he has become.
There must be something. He would not act without a reason.
It is done. The bloodline of Rakis will once again sit on the throne of Westmarch.
That would be you, I presume?
My grandmother was the daughter of Coralon, but he would not claim her because she was born of a courtesan, not a queen. With the peasants supporting me, Westmarch will become a place of freedom and equality. The idle rich will be no more. Of course, there will be some bloodshed. We must make a few examples, consolidate our power. A small price to pay.
The people of Westmarch have already paid too much. I won't let you do this.
I have spent my whole life preparing for this day, Monk.
come to realize that my personal feelings are of no consequence. My people are dying, and they need their king. Our resistance starts today, and Lord Winton, of all people, has provided the means. These Reapers shall not have Westmarch. I swear my life on it.
My master has begun his work on the stone. Nothing that you do matters. Soon, demon spawn like you will be gone forever.
The eternal conflict may come to an end, but today is not that day.
The demon spawn shall perish in flames.
Want a recommendation?
This was a fine city before the attack. I wish you could have seen it.
Cormac always wanted to bring me here.
Probably shouldn't bring that up with him.
I wonder if we could sell wigs made from your hair.
That is enough, Harold! If we survive this nightmare, I am leaving for my parents' estate in Bramwell.
That's a grand idea, dearest. Your father has more than enough money to...
Follow me, and I will tie you naked to a tree for the crows. Maybe then you'll finally think of something other than money.
What else can I tell you? I had a vision of death blanketing our world. So I left my people, my family, to come help you.
That must have been quite the burden.
Nonsense. We veteran often receive visions telling us when it is time to find a new family. I've had many in my life, I still love and miss each and every one of them. Except for Jonah. I never really liked that one.
You are a most unusual traveler, Miriam.
Oh, I could tell you stories. We were frequently set upon by bandits. It became quite tiresome, really. One time, I had had enough. I know this is hard to believe, but when I was younger, I was even more vivacious than I am now. So I seduced their leader, convinced him to free us by giving him details on how he could rob a local magistrate. He'd heard the Vetchin could predict the future, so he believed me. They were caught and hung 3 days later. I must have forgotten to tell him that part of my vision.
You killed the angel who was responsible for this horror.
I did, but he served a greater master. When that one is gone, you will be safe.
I believe you.
Is it true that King Justinian IV is dead? That would mean I'm 6th in line for the throne. Quite unlike me to fall apart like that. I can't imagine what came over me. Let's keep this between ourselves, eh?
Now that Urzael is dead, I'm going to Bramwell to find my son.
Last I heard, Bramwell was still under attack.
I don't care.
Thanks to you, I can finally bury my wife in peace.
You really must stop thanking me. It was nothing.
A dozen people ran by me and did nothing. You're a hero.
Just in the right place at the right time, I suppose.
This disaster will make for great reading someday, provided that anyone survives to chronicle it. How fortunate I am to have met the savior of Westmarch. You simply must let me ask you some questions when your work is done. Rackus conquered all of Honduras before founding Westmarch. Repelling this invasion would be child's play for him.
I have bad news, General. The king is dead.
I'd heard rumors, but I hoped. I didn't really care for the king at first, but he turned into a good ruler. Hadn't been himself lately, though. The last of his trusted advisors died recently. Hit him hard, it did. He would have recovered eventually. Now, he'll never get the chance.
Urzael has fallen. The Reapers will not be able to hold the city without him.
You have saved Westmarch, my friend.
But we still don't know why Malthael took the stone. He's getting stronger every moment, and our time is running out.
That strange woman you brought here believes she can help. She insisted on speaking with you immediately. Death comes. Urzael is slain. Westmarch is saved. And yet these thoughts weigh constantly upon me.
I know the feeling. We have given Westmarch peace, but nothing will replace what its people have lost.
Wise words, my friend. Still, we must keep going forward. Your persistence has taught me that much.
Cheldo, I know how to find Malthael, but you will not like what I have to tell you.
What a surprise.
There is only one person who knows how to find Malthael. She waits for you in the Blood Marsh, and you know her well. Adria.
At last.
Adria is not as you remember her. She is channeling blood magic. to prepare herself to retrieve the Black Soul Stone.
What does that mean?
Some things cannot be explained. You must see them for yourself.
Why do I talk to you again?
You have no sense of adventure.
I heard Lysa's voice again, and I could make out more of what she was saying. She is calling out for me, but it sounds as though the voice is speaking to me from far away, from beyond our world.
You found her body, though. She is dead.
I thought so too, but now I am certain that she is out there, and that she needs me.
I'm telling you, Lyria was so lonely, and Zai was so alive and full of life. They shared one perfect night, and after she emerged, blushing. Dirges raced to her side, but Zai was gone. The ruby around Lyria's neck was the only sign that he had ever been there.
That was dishonorable. I suppose he didn't feel any regret?
No, not then. He felt pride.
Bryson had good intentions.
He's a fool. And fools end up dead around here.
So that's why you wish him gone.
What are you talking about?
How many loved ones have you lost? Your father, your wife, even your apprentice.
You keep that nonsense to yourself, or I might forget how much I owe you.
You're not going anywhere without me.
Why is that?
Someone has to make sure you don't kill Adria before you find out where Malthael is.
Come if you like, but Adria is still going to die. Urzael and his Reapers are dead. The people of West March have been avenged, and now they can begin to rebuild. But Adria still lives. Lorath and I will journey to the Blood Marsh to find her. She can locate Malthael, and once we know where he is, she must die.